Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Ethan was very happy.
Yeah, Ethan was very. That's why his like relationship has lasted. His new girlfriend. It's like as long as the Mets keep winning.
Yeah.
He can maintain having.
That's
a girlfriend.
so true.
But as soon as they lose, he's gonna be like, fucking.
Yeah. What?
It's because Grimace didn't throw the pitch again.
What do you mean I'm never serious? I'm serious right now.
Not everything is an alt avant-garde Tim and Eric bit.
Yeah.
I care about this. I was born here.
What do you mean I sound sarcastic?
What do you mean I don't sound like I was born here?
I do not look 45. Shut up. Get out of here.
Ethan's the best.
I love you. I went to his show on Thursday. It was great. He was really funny. He did crowd work with a gay guy and was just really mean to him.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I love
great.
that.
And then he was like, I'm sorry. Look, he's a good sport. Give it up, everybody. And he put his hand and he was like...
Oh, he pulled the McCusker.
Yeah, it was so funny. It made me laugh so hard.
Wow, during Pride Month too.
Yeah.
He's so
all the girls
goated.
got mad. I loved it.
He's so goated. I love that man.
Who's he
so
dating?
much. Just some girl he met off Hinge.
Nice.
Oh, not a comic. Interesting.
I called him. He was like.
I know, right?
He's like, I'm Kurt Cobain, and I DM'd him. I was like, yeah, more like Kurt Rogaine.
Boom,
And he
roasted.
was like, Robbie.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
You
some
have to follow
trances
up with
here
a
last
voice
night.
memo where you do a character.
Oh yeah.
That'll really.
With
sell
my hair fell out. That's all I got.
it. Okay.
That wasn't mine. That wasn't.
Smells like minoxidil. Boom. All
And the
right.
button's
There you
not
go.
working anymore, so I can't give you a clap for that.
That's because. Should I tell him how to fix it?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
I want to press them, and even I say no.
Yeah,
It
there were
is
a couple
only gonna
trans-
serve to-
He's like Wolfgang's basically like an alcoholic, and this is his "Please don't serve me" tattoo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't turn it on.
I'll figure it out. I'll
There-
just destroy the recording, figuring it out.
There were a couple trans here at the roast battles last night.
Transes?
Yeah, trans.
Ooh, two trans.
Is
What's
this
the
style?
What is it? Trans? Is trans one? Or
I
is
think
it-
they're
do
called
it.
Two Bears, One Cave.
So if I do the sound pad, there we go.
Oh no, dude! He figured
no,
it
I
out.
figured it out.
Damn, dude! It's like when you get like a new dog and you put him in a crate and then you realize
This
he
is
like
how to get out of the
knows
cage.
how to get out.
He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
he
yeah.
bit through the cage.
yeah. You come home and he's like in the window and you're like, "Fuck!"
Our dog learned how to like open up doors, which was pretty
That
cool.
was alright. Yeah. We had a dog like that.
Yeah,
That's so
we
cool
had a
when they
dog
can do
that
that.
did that too.
It's
and-
like when a girl knows something about sports. It's like, I didn't know you could do that.
yeah,
Too. Yeah.
he knows paw.
So they use it.
She knows paw. She knows how to dap me up. That's so cool.
Yeah, she like names one coach. You're like, good girl,
Good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, so wow, and your purebred girlfriend knows how to do that? It's like, well, she actually knows because she's bisexual. She's,
Yeah,
she's
and
a
your friend's like,
bi-mix.
well, mine plays video games. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, oh, wow, that's
fuck,
hot.
I
I wish
wish I
I
had
had.
a-
I wish I had one of those, but we still
Yeah.
love ours. We still love ours.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I have to listen to her stories, but she does play video games.
It really works out. Welcome to What About Rob, everybody. I'm Robbie Goodwin. I'm here with Scott Hall and Wolfgang Hunter, as usual. We're having a nice Thursday. I did so much podcasting this week, so I'm running on fumes a little
Really?
bit.
I've
Yeah.
been working at the bar again.
How's that going? Marshall Mathers.
Marshall Mathers, yeah. Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood
bar,
Marshall.
The Black Hennessy bar.
I used to like work there.
I had a funny story. Somebody that works there told me about Jake. That was really funny.
Really, what?
He like, I think as an icebreaker was like asking like him, Jake, what's his favorite color? And I forget what Jake's was, but then he was like, oh yeah, my favorite color is blue. And he's like, well, the color blue is inherently xenophobic.
No way. Really?
What? Who says stuff like that?
If you look at Avatar, a lot of people are all blue and they discriminate against anyone who's not blue. So,
Color cops.
oh, is that it? Oh, Blue Lives Matter.
I guess so. I guess that was. He didn't say that's what the reasoning was. He just said that the quote was, "It's inherently xenophobic."
Who walks around with that type of shit in their head?
I don't know. A guy.
Him. He's obsessed.
You get crazy dominatrix pussy, you're bound to believe anything.
I mean, he's also just mentally ill. It's like he sees something and he's like, how can I work backwards to make this about how I'm a better political person than you?
I guess.
You know?
Is that like the whole shtick? I
just
don't know
think
him.
it's-
I don't know
he-
Jake.
He's like the
He
same.
just tweeted at Dalton again yesterday.
He's just the other side of the Tyler Fisher coin, really.
Oh, dude, I watched Tyler Fisher on Rogan. So cringe, man.
No.
I did feel bad. I did have.
Tyler's so funny though. Is the problem?
really
He's
funny.
a
He's
really
very
funny.
talented
Incredibly
guy.
when
talented.
you don't
Yeah.
give a gay guy their flowers, they really really lose their mind.
The funniest part was
He
when
would hate that you called him gay. He
Yeah.
would not like
Well,
that.
He would get me banned off Twitter.
The funniest part was he was kind of going through the right wing talking points thing, and he's like, and here's how I know that it's bad to be raised by gay people. I was raised by gay people, so I thought I was gay.
Yeah, he's
I
like-
tried kissing guys.
He was like, it really fucked you up,
and
man.
Rogan's like, yeah, this isn't in my talking points.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sort of thing is to do a full circle argument where I'm like, yeah, Civil War statues are bad, but they look cool. That's like, he's a libertarian god.
Yeah,
He's not
No,
about that.
he does like Aaron Berg shit where he like pretends to be a girl. He was in Lady Ballers.
yeah.
No, I was talking about Joe Rogan was in
No,
Lady Bird?
Tyler
No,
Fisher.
Tyler Fisher.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he does Daily Wire. He's in Mr. Bertram too.
He's he's like a really talented guy, but he was like trying to get on SNL during that period where the industry was like hardline, like maybe one white guy at a time, and he's got to be related to an executive.
Yeah, he was like on the bubble of like when he started in New York. It was probably like at the time when just guys with beards got a billion things.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
then he was cast down, and it made him lose his mind.
Yeah.
He's kind of in a
He saw
weird
me do stand up
position.
once, and he was like, "Hey, man, you're just like me." Where it's like, "Hey, why isn't the industry paying attention to me?" Like, I feel like there's a lot of projection on your part.
He
but-
said that?
Yeah, he's like, "You're obviously very talented, and you do all these voices." It's like, why the hell isn't the industry like?
Oh yeah, wow. That's
I was like,
definitely part of it.
Tyler, you merely adopted this. I was born in it.
I was born in it, molded by.
I never even came close to being famous.
God,
I didn't see an agent
Ever.
I would hate to
Actually,
be a
the
woman
one time
caught
I
in that
did-
barstool exchange of fucking impressions.
The one time I did see an agent, they told me to change my name to Robbie Sharif. True story.
You should be more Arab.
Yeah.
Lean
They
into
do
it,
tell
they
you that.
said.
Well, it appears there's a girl at the bar. Should we try our dueling banes to win her over? She just melts into putty.
My wife. I have an idea. I'll go in as Borat. You go in as Bane. She'll have to fuck one of us.
I feel like you've had that conversation.
You can't say this assault is sexual for only doing voices.
Me and an online
It's
boy
merely psychological torture.
in college, me and online boy and our friend Arthur used to do this fake improv group called
That's
Two Banes
right.
and a Borat.
Two
Where
Banes.
our whole bit was we go up on stage and be like, all right, can we get a suggestion? We were improv guys, but our only characters were Bane and Borat. So like, can we get a suggestion? And they're like, a t-shirt at a school. It's like, I heard Batman in Kazakhstan. Okay, let's go. Like, just always pretend that you heard Bane and Borat. And then we're just like, oh, it's me, Bane. I'm walking around.
I'm Bane.
Oh, look, good to see you, Bane.
You
I mean-
merely adopted the dark.
When you
Yeah.
deconstruct that is the heart of impressions. It's like, listen, I only got like 5
Yeah,
of these,
yeah.
and you better say one.
How
of the
do I
5.
work backwards?
It's the
Yeah.
cover
Yeah.
songs of like comedy, where it's just like,
Well, all comedies like that,
Yeah.
though. You kind of just a lot
Or-
of comedians like.
I know, but somebody's
It's like bringing up crowd work.
somebody's like,
and
can you
then
play
walking it into a
Stairway?
pit
It's
you
like,
have.
no, you're getting Bane playing Stairway.
There's so much crowd work is canned. Like a lot of people have
Yeah,
stock lines.
especially
they
now,
use.
though.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Steve
yeah.
Burns really good at that too. He'll like his move, and I've seen other people do this since, but he was, to his credit, the first guy I've seen do this,
Mm-hmm.
where he'll just like find a black guy in the crowd, and he only refers to him as black guy. He's like, hey, black guy. He'll
very
just do
funny.
that the whole show.
I was watching this old Al Pacino movie, and Sam Jackson is in it. In the credits, it just said black guy. Like he was credited as black guy.
It's so awesome.
Al Pacino's like in his rider. Like he made
All right, look, you're perfect for the part. I think it's called Sea of Love. It was a really weird movie.
Or
but
you,
I
or
liked
you.
it.
And that
There's a lost art to like 80s dad movies, like movies that were made just to come up on cable that you just watch passively. You know, it was one of those kinds of
like
movies.
Mr. Mom.
That's a good one. Yeah,
That is a good one.
You ever like Bill Simmons has this podcast called The Rewatchables? It's all those kinds of movies. Like Bad Boys 2 is a good one. You know,
Yeah.
just like movies that are no one's favorite movie, but if you're scrolling around, you're like, oh, I'll watch this.
Wait, wasn't Bill
Yeah.
Simmons a basketball player?
No, he's an analyst, but he also does a lot of movie and TV stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's like a all around nerd, but he's got famous through sports, but he also does like he has like a podcast network, like movie stuff and TV stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
What about Big Daddy?
I would say Big Daddy's in there. Cable
Yeah.
movies. That's on the Comedy Central side of cable movies.
Yeah.
There's TNT cable movies and Comedy Central cable movies, but all that's dead now. Paramount just took down ComedyCentral.com, and now like apparently like 25 years of Daily Show clips are just gone now because they never like uploaded them to YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all the Trevor Noah stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I know that I think unfortunately Trevor Noah got the deluxe treatment on YouTube, but like all the old odds Jon Stewart clips, they should have like put it on YouTube before they took it all down.
It's probably just him saying stuff that is true now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Iraq
The
war is
government.
bad.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Just
wow,
stuff
all
that-
of these mysterious critical of Israel clips kind of disappeared.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. What will we do? Like, we can't recover them. We kind of pissed and raped the servers.
You saw that, right? I have very minimal
We
information on
pissed
this.
all over the servers and fucked them to death.
But apparently, like a ton of money is going into disinformation for like the Israeli propaganda here.
Oh yeah, I think it. I think
literally
it
the
goes both
Israeli
ways.
government is putting a
It's-
bunch of
and,
money
like,
into
that's-
us.
Yeah, I believe it.
The media war.
I actually kind of think Palestine got to it first because I noticed
Yeah.
I think Russia and China pay a lot of bots to like do a lot of pro-Palestine stuff. Because
Yeah.
as soon as it started on October 7th, my timeline was suddenly just a tons of anti-Israel stuff on October 7th with a shitload of likes.
Yeah.
And then Israel was trying to do like old school propaganda, like. Come on, look, I promise it was bad, you know, like,
Yeah.
and I think they're finally catching up now.
Well,
and, like,
Israel had
trying
a
to use
good
social
thing for a
media.
while where they were just using babes to get everybody to be docile.
That's old school. That's old school
That's old-
propaganda.
Yeah, but like they're too old school where they're trying to do like big titted babes.
Exactly, it didn't
And
work.
it's like you need to invest in BBL technology. Get some like Jewish women with implausibly giant like flotation device asses.
Yeah, Israel.
Or some,
yeah,
like
Israel.
Billie Eilish.
And you'll take
Yeah.
a lot of the steam away from those protests.
They
It'll
need
be
goth
able-
Jewish
Well,
girls.
that people were on the side of Israel when all those photos of the hostages came out. It was just a bunch of beautiful mid women. I was so sad that they were gone. I was like, we need to do something.
Cameron
But today-
Brinkley got her ACL torn by Hamas.
Oh, dude, I'm so
I
mad.
love Israel now. This woman who, by all standards and facts of matter, would be ugly
How-
outside
no,
of the
shut the fuck up.
WNBA.
Shut the fuck up.
Is
She's
so,
hot.
is so hot to me,
Dude, if she came out to you and was like, Wolfgang, fuck me.
No,
and
I'd be
I'll
like-
give you a piggy. I
I'd
want her
be
to lift
like-
me up like in The Lion King. You know, like when they do the circle of life. Yeah.
No, I'd be like, bitch, what am I gonna grab onto? There's nothing to scale. You know, what am I gonna do? Those wrinkly old fucking bones.
No, I'll fucking give you a
She's
piggyback
hot.
ride. She is hot. Thank you. Thank
No.
you. You're the only one who doesn't think she's hot.
No,
Wolfgang.
I love a voluptuous woman. I don't love a flat-chested
You look a
bird
fat
woman.
chick.
That's true.
You like a fat chick.
Call it what you want,
Wolfgang
man.
likes fat girls. Too.
Listen,
Okay, yeah, there
they
you go.
tried to take the swag out of black guys with that same argument, and it didn't help that some of them were having sex with like Chris Horn type white women. It didn't help. But I like a full figured girl. I mean, I'm not going over the 200 mark. I'm not John Cena. But yeah, dude, I like ass. I don't know what to tell you. That's why I had so many
boy.
queens. I had so many beautiful black queens in my roster for the
I
longest
volunteered
time.
for Biden. There was a lot of women who looked like Chris Horn in that building. Tell you what,
Did you
wait,
volunteer for Biden for real?
I did. I wrote
You
letters
son of
for
a bitch.
Biden in 2020.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Sorry, I don't think I have a single I don't think anyone who listens to this podcast is like a fan. I'm not that I'm a fan of Biden. It was just like I had nothing to do, and I was like, I don't know.
That seems about right. That seems about like the Biden constituents.
I literally had
People
nothing
with
to
nothing
do,
to do,
and
yeah.
also I was just like, I don't know. I just knew like the temperature was so crazy. It almost had nothing to do with Trump. It was just like if the temperature's crazy because Trump's in office, is in the middle
Yeah.
of COVID.
Well, like
I was
my-
honestly like, it's the only time I was like, if Hillary was president, it wouldn't be this fucking nuts.
The debates tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wolfgang and I are on a show.
Dude,
Oh,
well, my
yeah, you guys
dad,
are
my
live
dad
watching,
the other
right?
day sent me
Everyone
like
52?
a
Yeah, you want to come?
No, I have to be with the former owner.
Who?
Denise.
Denise?
Yeah.
Denise.
Why? What are you guys doing?
I just doing a podcast.
Oh, did she secede to
The
the
I-
other
the I
numbered
Love
comedy
Israel.
club?
Hey, yeah, not this one.
the I Love
No.
Israel podcast.
No, she's in. Yeah, it's the I Love Israel. I Heart Jews.
Yeah, she switched
That's
up.
a Jewish lady with a big caboose.
Yeah, Denise a sexual lady.
Yeah.
You should watch a podcast sometime. She's pretty open about her goings ons. But yeah, she's gotten freaky in her old age. Older age.
Yeah.
Women do that. Women in their 30s, if they don't have a baby, their
They
fucking
lose
their
their
body
mind.
tells them to fuck.
Yeah.
They go. So many of the women in my 30s, it's gotten almost easier to fuck. I think because
Yeah, older women. They also don't
they're
give
just
a
more
fuck.
forward. Yeah, they have more
You
confidence.
should bring her to the debate.
And they do what they want in
Yeah.
bed. Like they're
And they-
very forward with like their bodies and everything.
It's also like men and women horniness finally syncs up. Like when you're in your early 20s, like fuck, Jesus, fuck, how do I get fucking laid? And then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you kind of calm down. And then you're here, and then but women go up here. So then it's like
Yeah.
that's why dating in your 30s is actually kind of goated because it's like, hey, let's just go fuck or something.
Yeah, it's pretty chill.
Yeah, it is like a lady.
I just got a hinge person.
so,
She was like, all right, do you want to like meet on Thursday?
Yeah.
I was like, sure.
Yeah,
it was
you're
just very
dealing with
easy.
somebody that just
Fuck.
realized they like passed on their life's purpose,
sorry.
which is to make a beautiful family.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just more so their body is telling them now or never. but they're
but
they live in New York. So
Yeah, so they're like,
the
"Oh,
answer
it's
is never.
Yeah. And they lose their minds.
Yeah.
That's
And they end up dating Jonah.
They end up dating Jonah Quest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that into her.
You know, she's like, if she had a penis, maybe. If there's like a type of woman where they could have a penis but keep the tits.
Yeah, it's just like
Jonah, that's a trans
she's
woman.
just not.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it.
Do you like none of those?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get married to this girl that just waved at me.
You see that girl in the Hyundai? Should I like run after her?
Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, I have to return the scepter of Baldur, otherwise the planet's gonna explode. Sorry, man, I gotta go do a DLC thing.
Oh, okay. Do you want to like catch the in or out? No, I'm like working on a pontoon boat.
Yeah, no. I have this all-knowing orb, and I have to ponder the orb, otherwise the Earth will turn asunder.
I accidentally
space-time will rip in two.
I was at the strip club and I accidentally bought property in Ontario, so I have to go check out the house up there tomorrow.
Yeah, like I was watching fucking Eastbound and Down, and I was like, why don't I have a jet ski?
Yeah, it's me and my neighbor Newman have to go make a fake company.
Dude, he was.
He is a sitcom.
like that.
He is a sitcom character.
Dude, I mean,
him and Dalton are the two
Did he ever
guys where
tell you
every
about
week
your-
they're in like
yeah.
a new. There's like a new like Dalton's like, I'm a stockbroker this week, and Jonah's like, yeah, I'm like a Chinese teacher this week.
Yeah.
Like, they're both
they're like GTA characters. They're like, oh, I
Yes.
got the new skins pack.
yeah.
Interesting.
They really are.
Jonah had like a whole mushroom growing operation in our apartment for like a month. He built like an air filtration system and like installed it in his room. Sold his bed.
Wow.
Sold.
I
put all
really
his
admire
furniture in
people
his
that can like go into
furniture.
that. I just feel like I'm either.
He does seem like he's
I'm either,
having a great time.
It's
Okay
mental
or
illness.
pissed. I have no
He's
in
so
between.
resourceful though. Like he's gonna be the leader of like a raider gang when like the fucking bombs drop.
Oh yeah, he killed in Fallout.
Dude, he would be
Yeah.
He would kill it in Fallout, but with the above ground people.
He just does
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bunch of stuff. It's like you hear about Nick
he,
and like there's a lot of artists I know that it's like, yeah, they're good at their art, but also they're just like crazily like doing all this other shit.
He's very directionless, I would say,
Yeah.
but he picks a bunch of directions and he goes 100% into all of them.
Oh yeah.
I support that.
I'm gonna try to get Jonah to be a Trumper this year. I think
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna vote for Trump.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
He can't though. Women,
out of a
because it would
breakup.
cut him off from pussy.
No,
you can
but
still say you
he
voted.
could circumvent. He could circumvent that. You can be kind of like, I don't know. Like I was like, my dad sent me something the other day. It was like one of Trump's campaign promises. He's like, we're gonna get rid of income tax on tips, and I'm like, wow, he really keeps doing cool shit, and it gets harder
Yeah.
not to admit to my girlfriend that he keeps doing cool
Yeah,
shit.
he is a dude that just keeps rocking.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
He is
I
rocking
say
in
that
the free
because
world.
on you guys are in relationships, but on the apps you still see Trump supporters swipe left a lot.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's
those
probably
people-
like that's probably
Well,
that's
that's
probably
like
the only
our-
political information Jonah's
That's
even
our old
taking
bit
in.
is that every girl on a dating app is like a Bond villain, you know? Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
like their demands, and you can still
They have
if you
demands.
just fuck good, they'll forget about it. You
But
just
also
have
if
to
I
hide
yes,
it from them.
but I think
Yeah,
Jonah.
that's very,
and you go
very
in
true.
3 months into the relationship, you go like, "Hey, I've actually been awesome this whole time." Unfortunately, if
Well,
you can handle
Jonah
that.
actually got in trouble with his because I think he wore like a pro-Israel sweater or something,
That's-
and so his girlfriend dumped him.
What?
Dumped
he had a
him?
girlfriend?
Yeah, for like a month, for like a few weeks.
People are retarded, dude.
You don't.
People
You
are
don't
so
do that
like
soon.
unbelievably like I matter about this thing. You
And
know
I
what
think
mean?
he
It's
was
like
wearing
your
it
opinion.
ironically, like
It's
as a
shut
bit.
up.
Of course he
Yeah.
was, dude. But see, that's why you wait. Like I waited 2 years. I've been eyeing since I started dating my girlfriend. She had a "I'm with her" shirt
Nice.
in her closet, and I was like,
Yes.
"It's too early to ask for that and start wearing it to comedy shows."
Yeah, yeah.
Wait 2 years, and I did.
Yeah.
and it's the best decision
That's
ever.
great.
You just gotta be patient.
I don't have it, but
I'm proud of you for
right
that.
after she lost, I bought
Yeah.
or my friend bought for me a. It was a black shirt with a bunch of shards of glass that said "Hillary, break that glass ceiling," and I started wearing that around.
Yeah, I would love a good I'm with her
Yeah,
shirt. I was very jealous.
I
of
was
it the
doing
first
like
time
a
I saw
black
you.
scent with Tommy, and I was like making fun of the WNBA. I was like, "How are they supposed to break the glass ceiling when they can't even eat off the glass?
That's great.
They
That's
can't
really
even make
good.
a layup off the glass, and they trying to break the glass damn ceiling.
We were gonna go to.
They ain't even got that gentle touch. How they gonna break the ceiling?
We
can't get
they
to the
can't
glass.
caress it.
We were gonna go to the fucking Sparks game, the WNBA game, and I said, "Do you want to go?" Because I wanted to simp Cameron Brink, and then she got her ACL torn. She's out for the season.
Yeah.
And I was like, "The game is off. I'm not going to the WNBA
The
game.
game's off.
I'm not going to
You know
fucking
how she
WNBA
tore
game."
ACL?
Yeah.
Fucking a guy that's not you.
Yeah, she posted a picture. She posted a picture with her boyfriend. I was like, this can't get any worse. This
Yeah.
is my 9/11.
What's your boyfriend look like?
A skinny. It looks like her, like a skinny blonde Aryan kind of guy.
Oh no!
I know, it's terrible.
No, not a. She belongs with the short like Mexican guy that lives in like the.
I would love
valley.
that. I would love that. If she had like a Christina Hendricks style husband,
she
that's
needs-
like just
yeah.
this doughy like.
She needs like a guy's like, yeah, like Deftones is like my oasis.
I love the Schmies. Morrissey is so freaking cool. Me and Cameron bonded over the fact that we love more the Schmies.
I watched you change. And you were pretty ugly, actually. You don't have boobs, Cameron. I watched.
No, I think she married. I think they were both Stanford people, which checks out.
Yeah, power couple. Yeah, it's okay.
You date a girl taller than you?
I would love. I've never done it because I'm tall, ladies. So I would definitely. I would do it for the experience.
I've done it,
It's
but it
fun.
has to be like an Amazonian type chick where she's just like warrior princess.
Oh,
like,
snoo.
snoo, very full figured, like powerful.
We get it. You like fat chicks.
No.
We understand, dude.
Yeah, hold on.
All roads lead back
Okay,
to
but
Lena
she-
Dunham. Yeah.
She has to be tall and
Yeah.
fat.
I just want like a girl who.
Oh,
No,
you
that
need to
phone's
talk
not
to
connected.
Dr.
That's weird.
Faggot?
That phone's
Oh,
not
you
connected
talked
to
to Dr.
anything.
Faggot?
That phone's not connected to
It's
anything. That's so
wireless. I
weird, dude.
installed a
That's so
wireless
weird.
battery. Hey, there's a guy
What?
that wants to have sex with you. He says your name's Dr. Faggot. Yeah, don't fucking challenge me on this
I
shit,
lost my
Scott. You'll
license.
lose
I
every
lost my
fucking
practicing.
time.
That wasn't a comeback. That was just a.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend's taller than me. It's
Yeah,
nice.
you got fired for malpractice because you had sex with a trans man.
I had
You thought,
sex with
you
a-
thought
I
it
had
was going
sex
to be
with
a
a
real
woman
man,
and
and you're
they
like, oh no, this man has a pussy. I'm going to lose my license.
I threw up all over the place. It was bad.
Oh no, Dr. Allen Iverson killed another patient. We talking about malpractice?
Man,
Go
fuck
to
it. Let's go
malpractice?
drive
Talking about
5 bands.
malpractice?
Let's go drive 5 bands at TDI Fridays. Let's drop 5 bands on them hoes.
Talking about malpractice.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, Allen Iverson loved TGI Fridays.
Yeah, I
he
knew
was like
that
he
was
would
a
drop.
fact and
A true-
not just like
a true,
a black joke. I knew you were being for
No,
real.
like
true
that was
Philly
a for
guy.
real thing. He would go and just drop band. He wouldn't even go to the strip club half the time. He'd just go to TGI Fridays and drop bands.
That's real.
That's
money.
cool,
That's like
though.
high
That is
school
And
money.
sick.
like Dave and Buster's and shit like that. Yeah, he's fucking. I mean, he rocked. I don't know.
He was. Allen Iverson's is the man. He's the only AI I like.
Yeah, boom. Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
First year this year, White Boy Summer continues. First year, the first American drafted in the NBA this year.
Bro,
a
there's-
white guy.
There's been an
Really?
assault on
Yeah,
White
and his
Boy
name is
Summer.
Reed Shepard. And you look at him and he's very much like a golly gee whiz kind of white guy.
Oh yeah.
He looks like an
He's
intern
he's
at
a
a
Christian Hooper.
Yes, he
He's
looks
like, he'll get dunked on. He's like, hey man, the Lord wanted you to have that.
glasses.
dude. They pan to him. No, he just looks like a frat guy kind of like,
Yeah.
but the kind of frat guy that would intern at like a finance
Is
place,
Austin
like a
Reeves
nerdy.
still on the Lakers?
Yeah. Similar kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's
but
like
they cut to his friends and it was like, yeah, bro, we fucking did it. It's just like, I was like, all right, you guys stick to football,
Oh,
guys.
dude, it was very
We
much.
get to hang out with black guys.
It's
Yeah,
very much
basically.
the sports equivalent of Shane getting SNL.
It was yes.
Yeah.
There was a Chris O'Connor in the crowd. they all had like high noons in their hand.
Yeah, there's a guy doing weird shaman shit.
They're all it was at Barclays, and I was like, I wonder, because I saw there were tickets. It was like $28, which I was like, oh, that's a cheap ticket. But then I was like, wait, who the fuck goes to pay to watch the draft?
Yeah.
I don't get that at all.
You guys seem like the type of people.
I mean,
you
that's
seem
what
like
I
a
was
guy
gonna
that
say.
would pay
Like,
to
if
watch the
you're
draft,
not
yeah.
the guy that
That's what I'm saying.
wants
Like,
to go
it's
watch
made
it,
for
who is?
TV. It's like going to watch like
Well, I don't know if anybody pays to go. Is it? I would always.
I would
was
maybe
under the
do it
impression
once.
It was your like
Yeah,
those
there you
guys
go.
and their moms.
I would do it once just to see
There
what
you
it's
go.
like. But it's for TV. You
But-
can't hear Stephen A. Smith and his incredible commentary.
It's like the people that go stand in the
Man, they
fucking
drafted
the
a
ball
white guy
drop.
first.
yeah. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
I guess football, because not a lot of people go to the NBA draft. The football draft gets a fucking shitload of people. Like a ton of people go to
That's what I
that
thought. I would go there maybe.
just because it's a zoo.
No, actually, I would never. It seems awful.
What do you
Those
mean-
people
what do you
seem
mean by
retarded.
it's a zoo?
You're just waiting around and
You
waiting
guys-
for someone to go.
Robbie,
Number three.
If you could name a specific exhibit in the zoo, what exhibit?
Oh,
do you
Well,
think
it's
it would be?
football, so it's the cracker ass, mayo ass snack corner.
I'd be in the
Oh,
Shannon Sharp
okay.
exhibit probably.
Appreciate that. Club Shay Shay.
The Shannon House.
I
yeah,
got Club Shay Shay tickets. Appreciate that, dude. Did you guys watch that Shannon versus Skip Bayless thing?
No, I saved it though.
It's great because it reminds me of the podcast drama things that we watch with comedy. I was like, this is so.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit happens in sports too. That's fucking crazy.
Girl brain is everywhere.
Oh, I'm very excited
Because it's about how it was like Skip helped Shannon get up, and they did a podcast together, and it was like, and here's why it fell apart. Da, 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 da. And here's like Skip Bayless, I guess. I guess Skip snaked Shannon and got him fired from ESPN or something like that. And so then Shannon quit his show. Something like, I forget exactly what it was, but I was watching. I was like, this must be what normal people think watching like Too Lazy to Try or whatever. It's just like, I didn't know about any of this. This is so interesting.
Yeah.
And it's just all like drama.
I get so excited to watch Too Lazy.
He's great.
The way that you guys are.
Okay, so like today we're talking about Scott Hall. He used to like do the stand-up circuit, but now he just works at Grove 34. I guess. Seems to be working out pretty well for him. Like he's sober and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so this weekend he was doing Ron Heron shows, and Ron's this guy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. The only thing I don't like about those videos is that they're all like, and Krakamiko said this last night, that they're all like, they kind of get the story wrong a little bit sometimes. Like, they're a little bit too like, Bert's bad, but you know who's awesome is Tony. They like pick heroes and villains.
Because you can't be too nuanced.
Yeah.
Because then you're red bar, where you're like, everybody's retarded.
Yes, which is great, but he has to do an 8-hour show every day.
I also think they're
like whatever
they're playing to what their crowd wants to hear, and right now that crowd loves Kill Tony, but they hate Bert, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I think he's just kind of playing to that.
No, it's gonna be no gods, no masters in like 4 years.
Oh my god!
It's gonna take 2 more like bad specials from like these big people that they
Uncancelable 2, Uncancelable 3.
Yeah, because there's a counter industry that's well,
can you blame him? He was the hungry fucking. He spilled the beans on those motherfuckers.
I finally saw that clip. Like, I saw it organically too. It just came up on my feed.
Hey, what'd you think?
He goes, they don't know I'm about to spill the beans on these motherfuckers. And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Robbie, it's Lewis. He's
oh my god!
Stop.
All right, you gotta cut that out again.
I'm trying to talk to Dr. Faggot. I'm trying to secretly set up an appointment with Dr. Faggot. I can't let these people know I'm gay.
I guess he ate a kidney stone on Kill Tony last week. That's what I heard.
Who had a kidney stone?
I guess Lewis just ate someone's kidney stone.
What?
That's comedy.
That's what. Kill Tony is odd.
And that's body horror. We're going back into Jackass, dude.
Yeah. Instead of David Cronenberg, it's David Ehrenberg.
It's Idiocracy, dude.
Yeah, no, what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut a woman's pussy out on stage.
Yeah, we're gonna dress up a white guy
in a trans woman.
No, you should come by the stand.
And then Jonah Rose is gonna get blown by her.
You got to come by the stand tonight. I'm painting my face in shoe polish and tap dancing.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and I are gonna have a push-up contest. I'm gonna
look at this guy in the front. What are you, black?
Great crowd work, Aaron.
Yeah, we got a bunch of I thought these were Indian guys, but then
turned out he's just a
faggot.
Just
a Mexican.
Yeah,
I don't know really who you're doing.
Aaron Berg.
Oh,
what were we talking about right before
Joe
that?
B. Rogan.
Oh yeah, I listened to a little bit of which I haven't in a long time, but I just listened to like a little bit, and Joe was like talking about how like late night shows are like obsolete because he's like, yeah, because it's not possible to be funny in 5 minutes. There's only one. If you're a really quick setup punchline guy, you can make it in 5 minutes, but for me, I can never be funny in 5 minutes. Most of the best comics ever couldn't. So that's why it's a dated format. I'm like, yeah, it's dated, and I'm glad it's been replaced by the 1 minute format on Kill Tony. That's the new one. So that you're glad it's the cornerstone of comedy, Joe.
You can squeeze great bits into 1 minute if you just know how to like kill your babies, but like I still don't think it's like good in the grand scheme.
No,
it's also just not an indicator of someone who's going to be like.
It's just funny the lack of self-awareness that he calls. He's so proud of making Kill Tony, quote as he said, the cornerstone of comedy, that he made something worse than the short late night sets. Like he made it a worse thing. I don't know.
It's not the
because as hard as it is to do 5 minutes, like now fucking imagine how hard it is to do 1 minute. Because 5 minutes is hard, but you can't have a good 5 minute set.
I would like to know if the people watching Kill Tony who are not comics are watching it to watch people do good and finding another good comic.
No, it's Schadenfreude, dude.
Yeah, it's the first round of American Idol.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's just watching people bomb. But that's the same reason that if I ever turn it on, that's the only reason I watch it. So therefore, it's not what you like. Yeah, it's not what everyone's pretending it is of like this like grand thing. But it's very much no, it's like King makes freaks.
Yeah,
and there's a guy who's nobody cares about his stand up.
It's Carrie without the pig's blood, you know.
Well, they don't want to be honest with themselves about why they like the show.
They build up these like weirdos, and then they don't like they let them embarrass themselves. They don't like go out of the way to embarrass them for them by like jumping shit on them.
Well, they don't. Nobody wants to admit that it's like a bully show.
Yeah.
So they all put it as like, well, it's actually just a great opportunity.
That would
He's
be
done
funny
so much for
if like a guy in
comedians.
a wheelchair started lifting shit with his mind and killing everybody.
the Neuralink.
All right, coming up next, the Neuralink patient, everybody. The first
Patient
Neuralink
0, give it up
patient.
for him.
Elon Musk gave me his number. Look, everybody, I have Elon Musk's number.
You don't call me Stephen Tony Hawking.
Yeah.
Chokes him to death with his.
Yeah. Oh, Dave Luke's like, man, you, Stephen Hawk too, a motherfucker.
David Luke, what are you gay and shit?
What are you, man? How your fat ass fit in that chair, motherfucker?
You look like you chew on a condom sometimes.
I am going to use my powers to turn all of David's blood into
He's
Sprite.
like he's like the BioShock guy. He's like, I didn't know that you were also unelectrocutable. Oh man, oh damn, oh man.
Oh man, he killing me with this lightning and shit.
He using my own powers against me. He using my own
He
powers
using black
against
lightning against me.
Our first dead regular, everybody. Our
buddy.
first dead regular.
Oh, now that's Black Adam.
Well, actually,
gets up.
our first one to die on stage, everybody. Our first one to die.
David Lucas gets up. He's like,
Golden
it turns out
ticket.
he was having a heart attack and he defibrillized him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogan fans like, well, if you look at the autopsy, actually.
Yeah. It's like, man, they should call David Lucas the deflabulator.
The
or whatever.
flabulator.
And then they're
Man,
like,
what the
wow,
hell?
genius, a pun.
What the hell is Australia, man?
No, you can't repeat that one. You can't repeat
What?
that
I was just
one.
asking.
No, but
I don't know what else.
Dalton did say this. He's like, actually, that's a good point. What is Australia? Because is it a country or a continent?
Yeah.
And when you think about what is it exactly, he's like, God, really, what is Australia?
it is simply a biodome that houses some of the world's deadliest insectoids and reptiles, and I think it should be nuked off the face of the planet.
What is Australia, though? Honestly, it's a continent too. Is it a continent and a country?
It's a continent and a country, and it's where all the scary things on my For You page live.
Yeah, some of the continents are not pulling their weight. Australia, Iceland, right? Or
Australia
what are the
pulls its
continents?
I don't know. I'm
There's-
so fucking...
Asia,
Africa.
America. Africa's a continent and a country too.
No,
Don't be retarded.
It's
I know
South
you're doing
America,
a
North
bit.
America.
Yeah, I know you're doing
What the hell is Australia?
Israel's
For
a
a second, I was
continent. Africa's a country.
Yeah, Israel's a continent.
Israel is a continent.
Spain is in South America.
Iceland has a right to defend herself.
Wakanda.
What continent?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right. we squeezed all that out.
Yeah, there was nothing there. Let's be honest.
Christian Wakandi.
Okay, how about Wakanda Sykes?
Wakanda Sykes. That's a more yeah. Okay. What would that be?
It would be like,
Is this your queen?
Okay. There you have it, folks. Wakanda Sykes.
That's the episode.
Who's
oh hell no, I got cancer.
I want to be Sean King.
Oh, the grifter guy.
Yeah, I think. Like,
Is
I
he
could do
still
that.
around? Are people still like? I thought he would be.
I see people I know that like will randomly retweet him or something, and I'm like, well, do you not? Like,
I
what is
see dead
happening?
people.
Yeah, but it's a good point.
What was that?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good point though, and it's like, yeah, but what?
He's known to be like a grifter. Like he's
He
like,
says he's black, and everyone's like, no, you're not black.
yeah,
And he's a grifter. And
He
the
does
grifter.
not look black at all.
Yeah, you know
Well,
what?
he was shown like scamming people who
Yeah.
thought they were donating to like Black Lives Matter or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Something like
a lot of
that.
stuff.
The thing is, if
I
he
don't
just
wanna-
I heard Black Lives Matter. The organization itself was like a scam too.
well-
like not the slogan, but like the official
Yeah, the-
organization
well,
was like
yeah,
corrupt.
but-
I heard that in 2020, dude.
But, like,
yeah,
all
I knew
these
that
people-
immediately, bro.
I clocked that when I first heard about it.
Here's the thing: all these people could fix it with one good hoop mixtape.
That's true.
If Sean King could just put out some good crossovers, maybe like a rim grazer. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to be in traffic. He can be on a fast.
But
break.
there's no way he's ever. I don't think he even watches basketball.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the thing about like Fantana when his fucking fans came at me. He was like, they were like, you don't know about the culture, and I was like, you don't even know basketball's on tonight,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
fucker.
yeah.
I know so much more about the culture than you do. You are worshiping this fucking faggot with glasses on.
You guys are very
Battle of the
plugged in.
Wiggers. Yeah.
He's not a wigger though.
Yeah, because he's too afraid to be.
Yeah, he is too afraid to be a wigger.
He's afraid to commit. He wants to be.
He's too.
No, he's a
Blaze
type of
Kendrick.
wigger. That's a type of wigger, like the white guy wigger, like this smart white guy who's like. talks
No,
about black shit.
no, that's just that's like a black. That's different kind. That's basically
That's
me.
called
That's,
an
that's,
ally.
that's
He's-
basically me and Wolfgang.
No, Antonio.
It's
Antonius
he's further.
Fanfagius. his true Latin name.
I love Antonio Kiltonius, by the way.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Thanks, man, Antonio Kiltonius. But like, yeah, he was friends with Sam Hyde, and he's just trying to make up for it by like glazing like very performative like culture battles. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, Kendrick was very entertaining in that whole thing, and it's funny to watch like astute scholarly wiggers like go on black podcasts and like do dissections dissections of the lyrics and be like, well, fan stands for freaky ass, can't say it, wish I could, been given permission though but refused to out of respect.
Did you send this to me, that YouTube or that Instagram clip of that white guy explaining the lyrics to black people and they're like, damn.
It was the modern day of being like, Tupac is kind of like Shakespeare.
Yeah
He spun his chair backward, he spun his gaming chair backwards and was like,
well, the guy who makes the best,
let me tell you folks, the A minor key is the only minor chord on piano with white keys in it.
The guy does
What
the
does that
best
mean?
dissection of all the Feud songs is this like dopey white Canadian guy, and all the comments like, man, who knew that I'd be listening to some white guy say the most intelligent stuff about Kendrick Lamar? It's truly racial harmony.
It is cool. It's like watching Jason Williams play basketball for the Kings again.
Yeah.
In lyrical form.
Or watching Gary Owen do stand up.
I'm watching that too.
Oh yeah, well that's a real treat.
He was on Club Shay Shay.
He was on Club Shay Shay.
Shay was like, so have you ever dated a white woman? And Gary was like, it was so corny. I was like, how do people like this? He was like, yo, one time, but you know about black women. Yeah. I was like, how's anyone buying this? This is such like a fucking.
Have I ever told you about watching him break character at Good Nights?
No,
I want to.
Because I was like, he's obviously he's putting this on.
Well, he does. He
Yeah.
does
like Crack Amico
listen.
actually talks like that. I don't think Gary Owen's like doing like a character. I'm like, this feels like racist.
I've heard Crack talk not like that before though too.
He goes, I mean, he can play it up, but he's not doing like a, yo, what's up, my homeboy? You know?
He's not Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, he'll just pepper in like an on God or whatever. I don't know how black people talk. What were you saying?
Well, Crack does actually, like, he does more of a subtle thing where he's like not really doing wigger. He's doing more like Indian wigger, where
Just like cool white guy.
more like Indian
He's
guy
just-
that can like line up his beard really nice, so black people are like, man, you looking like fucking sharp today, bro. No, on pause the shit. No, I ain't trying to compliment another male's appearance.
By the way, my friend said they was watching The Boys. I was like, how you gonna watch The Boys? Pause.
Pause.
And then I said, well, what else you watching? And they said The Bear. And I was like, pause. How you gonna watch The Boys and The Bear? Pause. And then
you got a brother in the show The Boys with homo in his name.
And then they were like, no, there's girls in The Bear. And I was like, what's the name of the girl? And they said Ayo. And I said, Ayo. Pause.
Oh, there we go. What happened?
Classic stylings of Robbie Goodwin.
There we go, everybody. And that's the clip, everybody.
He broke character?
No, but I fucking lost.
Yeah.
the
Gary
train of
Owen
thought.
breaking character.
Yeah, so he does like true, authentic, like black comedy to where he has like only white guys open for him. So it's like there's this guy, I don't even think does comedy anymore.
That's the blackest thing you can do.
Yeah, he got
You either
Sam.
have 2 white guys or 20 black people opening for you.
He got this
if you're a
comic
black
Sam
comic.
Mazzani, who's like the most Jewish guy in like Raleigh, North Carolina. But he's like a funny comic, but like is like he's doing like set up punchline jokes and stuff to host for him. So I go to watch Sam because Sam's like a friend of mine, but he's like doing 45, doesn't have the full hour ready yet. So he does like a little Q&A at the end, and like people are like opening up with questions from like bits and like old specials of his, like, how's your cousin Ray Ray doing? He's like, my cousin Ray Ray, man, shit, my cousin. He's just doing that. And then somebody like, I don't know who it was, it sounded like a white guy, but it was like a very technical question, and he's like, so why did your TV show never get picked up for a second season or whatever, something like that? And he's like, breaks immediately. He's like, well, the entertainment industry is very like complex.
Wow,
thing.
yeah.
And then he like, you see him like catch himself. He's like doing his real voice, and he's just like, but my cousin Ray Ray.
Oh
he just,
my
like,
God,
goes back
that's
into
so
it.
funny. That's
I
who he
like
really.
that.
That's who he really is. It's this guy who's just obsessed with like climbing the ladder, and he's like,
Yeah.
well, these freaking black people don't know any better.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Well, you can
Yeah.
tell. You can tell his whole act.
There's something
minstrel
so because I really
I'm the white guy.
I was watching him on Club Shay Shay.
That's it.
Appreciate
Well,
that.
I will say
And
this.
I was just like, there's something really.
It's because he was in the army. Like that's like if you're trying to become a professional wigger, the best place to go is the armed forces because you will just kind of like develop that naturally. Because like every guy I know that's like just been like a basic infantry does.
Or
come
you could
back,
play
like,
club league basketball.
You could do that, but that requires like athleticism. Whereas like you can kind of still be
not like the military.
You can be like kind of an out of shape fuck in
You
the
can,
military.
you can be
like
a fat fuck.
You like
for sure. I was in the army.
There's like you can be
Isn't
like
the army mostly white?
No. No,
yeah,
no.
the
There's,
army is a
good,
lot
it's
like
just
jail.
poor people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just poor people.
It's just
I've
poor
been to
people.
both,
You've been to both, yeah.
I've been to both, and I'd say all the time that it's like this exact same group of people.
The army
I
is-
met the smartest and the dumbest people I met in both jail.
The army
and
is
army.
You are really
yeah.
good at being in the doing things with very smart and very dumb people. Comedy,
Yeah.
restaurants, the
Well,
army, and
yeah.
jail.
Tell me if
I
this
like the-
assessment is like
the
correct.
extremes.
But
Yeah.
this has
Yeah.
been just my like assessment of like the military, just from like doing those shows and like hanging out with guys in like North Carolina. It just seems like they gave a bunch of line cooks guns, and then
Yeah.
like, sent them to war.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There is no like. You have a uniform, but like it's like the halo effect, where it's like someone in a uniform. You assume they know all this stuff and they make good decisions. Like, no, that's a retard. They
Right.
get a uniform.
They just gave
too.
me. It's like cops. It's the same thing as
Yeah,
cops.
like if you want to
Like
go
those
somewhere,
pockets are filled with like
hang out with cool
loose
black
weed
guys,
and
say
like,
all the slurs,
yeah.
go join the military.
Yeah.
Or be a line cook.
It's either
And
like
act like you're in the military.
My favorite black guy in the military is his name. We called him Cricket because of the way he was built, and he would hide under people's beds. Like he would get back to the bunk earlier, like when we do basic or like whatever. He would get everyone with like hey, we'd have like a little bit of free time in the barracks, and he would hide under people's beds till the lights turned off, and then he'd be like,
Was he dark skinned guy?
very dark skinned.
Oh my
So
God.
he like smile and you just see
he's
him
like a He was like
Yeah.
the Babadook.
He was also the type of black guy that was like fine being naked in front of a bunch of men. Like it didn't weird him out.
Pause.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
How you going? What the hell?
Antonio
How
Brown
you gonna
keeps
build
calling
that
Shannon
comfort?
gay on Twitter, by the way, like every single day.
Who?
How you gonna get that?
Antonio
comfortable?
Brown. He's like
Oh, that's
a
funny.
football player.
Shannon is gay.
I think he might be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That set is too nice.
Mr. Team. It's a very gay set. Yeah, very leather bound.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
All right,
why don't you have a drink, cat? Let's
All
just
right.
get a little loose.
He's getting big. I think he's getting bigger too.
Shannon?
Who's the
He looks
comedy
fucking
Shannon Sharp?
Huge. He always
Yeah.
Who's comedy Shannon Sharp? Because we determined Lewis is Antonio Brown.
Oh, like just a big dumb gay. Lewis and Antonio Brown. Who's comedy Shannon Sharp? I'll think on this.
Yeah, because Shane's Tom Brady. Lewis is Antonio Brown.
Shane's Tom Brady.
Yeah, because he's trying to keep Antonio Brown in the game. Because he loves him.
Who's Antonio Brown?
Lewis Gomez. A guy with CTE. He runs around naked and does weird shit.
I'm gonna
with
eat this
his
kidney
penis.
stone.
Yeah. That was just-
Oh, well, I disagree with those, but I'm not going to fight it because there's too many options.
Caitlin Clark
Who's
looks like she
Shannon?
keeps it hairy. She looks like she keeps it hairy.
I actually think Antonio Brown's Twitter is funnier than Lewis's, though. So I don't know.
David
Antonio
Lucas.
Brown. Robbie Goodwin is banned from the NFL draft because you keep annoying me.
Damn, how you gonna be so black? Your name is Cricket Wireless. Pause.
Pause.
Where you at?
That's a David Lucas joke.
Really?
No, but
It's
maybe.
something he would say.
Yes. Just
David Lucas joke
loose
is like the the meme
association.
where the guy's like a fucking a sandwich, like that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
David's
Yeah.
delivery, like
It
fucking
kind of looks like David too, a little fat black.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't even make a fucking ham
fucking,
sandwich.
Kyle Rittenhouse, my best friend. That was so funny watching Sam Hyde be like, Kyle Rittenhouse, he's getting hate on the just like
That's hilarious.
David earnestly being like, yeah, they trifling with him.
There's no way Sam Hyde wasn't dripping with contempt for David Lucas that
Oh,
entire
I
interview.
don't
I
know how
hope
he
it
did-
made me really
yeah.
sad that he was on there. To be
I,
honest,
I was like waiting for him to.
It was
like,
it made me think less of both of them.
I thought he was gonna drown him.
somehow,
like-
Somehow,
right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
both lost somehow.
I thought he was gonna like drown him over the side of the boat.
he probably was thinking that in his head, like, what if I just like pushed him over? And
Yeah, what
fucking,
if I like Steinbecked him right now? I was like, look out at the lake. Like, oh, you think there's
He's
fish
like-
out there? I was like, there's lots of fish out there, Dave.
He has like an angel and a devil on his shoulder,
Yeah.
and one's like, "Don't fuck this up. Shane did so much work for us, Sam. Don't kill the black guy."
Yeah. And then the other guy's like,
This is probably the guy that stole your motorcycle.
We need to send a message.
well, I'll tell you guys this later because this was told to me in confidence. But there was a very funny thing about Sam Hyde that somebody told me.
no, he's on my card. He's on my debit card.
I know he's on your debit card.
Really?
I like Sam Hyde a lot.
Big round of applause.
Well, I will just like not use a name, but like a bigger comic got him in at Helium.
yeah.
And like got a text like
You told me the story, but
10 minutes
say
in.
it, yeah.
It was just like,
Oh, yeah.
And 10 minutes into this set, the GM of Helium Philly is like, He's saying the N-word on stage, and every waiter on staff is black tonight.
That's what I was like. David Lucas clipped that interview with Sam and put Sam saying the N-word in the first like 2 seconds.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's a different kind of grift.
They're all grifting.
Yeah,
it's his Uncle Blazer. Like they're playing the character.
Think some of them are
Uncle Blazer.
I think the guy that doesn't like know what Australia is not grifting. I think he's genuinely just getting caught up. Like there's some people
I think grifters can be dumb.
Yes,
most grifters are dumb. Honestly,
yeah.
I think most grifters are dumb.
It's a personality thing.
I think in his mind he has rationalized the grift as like.
All grifters.
Part of the work,
every grifter
game.
rationalizes it. They actually have a superhuman ability to rationalize their behavior.
I know, but to a degree where like they still to an extent have probably moments of like clarity and pause.
Pause.
Council issues.
It's honestly people are too dumb to do any self-reflection.
But like I think like Tyler Fisher like understands to a point where he's like, all right, you just gotta keep leaning into this lane because
Tyler Fisher's smart though. That's why
I will die on this hill.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
But like, I don't know.
This ant hill
because I'm small.
You got it. Thank you.
Dude, come on. He's going to get my other IP off of Twitter if you keep talking shit on him like that.
I wanted to hear what he had to say because that Asian white person thing is fucked up, but he kind of like fucked it up by just going through like 20 different other Republican talking points and just like peppering it into what he was talking about. He's like, what does this have to do with drag queen story hour? Like, why even bring that up?
It's like when people talk about 9/11 and they're like, well, that doesn't melt steel beams. I'm like, can you talk about like something that's not going to make people think you're insane?
You're going to turn off anybody that has any any moderate leanings because I was just like, oh, he's just like a right wing guy.
That's the thing is that like what I think we've lost the through line is that like stand up is about being kind of just a pandery centrist. Like that,
being a very successful stand-up, like in a mainstream way, for sure.
These days, though, I think it's more about being extreme.
I know. I think that's where, like, that's what I'm saying. We've lost like the plot.
Great stand-ups are always like. Honestly, great stand-ups do Ryan Long's thing about just saying this side's like this and this side's like this.
Yeah.
Like, Ron Hirschberg does that, and he's very
Gillis
good.
got on SNL, like he did the smart thing of being like, not on SNL. When he got on like Rogan and stuff, was like, listen, I don't really care about getting fired. It's whatever. I don't give it. I just want to do stand-up or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was like I think that's like, there's a silent majority of people that are just like, yeah, finally somebody that's not just going on there.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Chirping and bitching like a girl about like, oh, the industry didn't want me because I was white.
Yeah. Just doing regular comedy. That's the thing about Tires wasn't like trying to be I think everyone was, all
like,
the reviewers like, it's actually not like a right-wing anti-woke thing. It's like, why is it a shock when something is just a sitcom trying to be funny anymore?
Yeah, like back when they were doing like the stand-ups on Comedy Central, like McDade got fucking iced out of that, you know, because literally just like too many white guys on this one, and like you didn't see him lose his mind.
Well, he did change his name to Jordan Peterson McDade.
He did,
but other than that, he was.
Other than that,
really?
No, centrist.
Yeah, that's what the JP stands for.
Oh. Damn, I thought it.
I think Tyler's thing is just like
for just pissing.
Do you see?
It's just pissing off the industry.
Did you see the part where he was talking to Rogan and he started doing an RFK Jr. impression? And Rogan was like, "Don't do that."
No,
dude, you didn't see that?
Was it good?
Was it good? Was it better than mine?
But Rogan really didn't like it.
He immediately was just like, "Don't do that."
Wow.
Like he shut it down. He's like, he was like, "I have a serious point to make." No comedy, no. I quote tweeted and I just said, "Been there, Tyler," and I got like 200 likes.
Yeah.
Oh man, wow.
Tyler should have taken out celery and started eating it. The only way.
Oh my god, that was Harlan Williams is one of my new favorite comics.
The only way to defeat Rogan is all.
He did We Might Be Drunk, and he wasn't doing any irony. He was just being sincerely hilarious too. I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking great. He's really funny.
Yeah, it's almost like a guy that's put his fucking licks in and been in the industry for 30 years is good.
You're like, oh, I ate a cricket the other day.
Well, he was just so goofy that everyone kind of wrote him off as this goofy guy. He isn't like
like a 90s
witty.
act, like Jim Brewer kind of guy.
Yeah, but he did kill Tony, murdered David Lucas, and then he murdered on Rogan, and then he murdered.
He's basically like Rogan's friend, who's like, why are all these people so stupid?
Yeah,
and he just like exposed them all.
It's fun to see.
But then I was like, all right, this guy just like an Andy Kaufman type. But then he went on We Might Be Drunk and just gave a very sincere, very funny interview. And I was like, this guy rocks.
No, I think he's just a guy that understands like the moment. You know what needs. This is fucking gay as hell. But like he understands what needs to be there. Like, when you have a guy being
pause. Appreciate that.
Looks like I'm Dr. Faggot now.
No, kid.
I've been promoted from secretary of Dr. Faggot's office to Dr. Faggot himself.
Nice. You're an intern?
By the way, Scott, can we censor all these? We've been letting the
I guess I can find all
much.
the faggots. Fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're in Chelsea. They're in Chelsea.
Standing up as straight as possible.
David Lucas, everybody. David Lucas.
Man, they in Wolfgang's booty hole. They in Wolfgang's booty hole.
What do you think about this theory about Harlan Williams? Is that he was trying to appease the industry by like being an over-the-top goofball character and defining himself like that. And now that he's like has a career and is chill, he can just be funny and relaxed. And now he's murdering.
I think it's probably like he made it. First of all, he's Canadian, and those people are just born nice. So I don't think he probably didn't get like the shitty ego of like a lot of Hollywood people.
Yeah, him, Ian Bagg, Norm.
Norm's like that. I think even Seth Rogen, I heard, is like a nice guy, like pretty, even though he's like a pussy.
Yeah.
But I've heard he's like my friend went to. I think Devin told this story, Devin Costa. But yeah, he went to like someone's birthday, and like he said like Aziz was kind of a dickhead, but Seth Rogen was like nice. He was like, but he was just like apparently someone was like. I think it was like a gay guy was in the circle with him, and they were like, yeah, I mean, calling stuff gay and super bad, that was a little like messed up, I guess. And he was like, no, it was funny. Like, yeah, you don't have to say that to me. Like it was very funny. Yeah.
I think it's like, I don't know.
I butchered that story.
But look, when I hear that,
Devin told me that a while ago.
Like,
I forgot if it was on a podcast or not.
I feel like the nicest people in this industry that like won't snake you and will like have integrity, they come off as kind of dickheads in tertiary like interactions and like terse exchanges of like, you know, at a party and stuff. Then you meet him, you're like, oh, this guy just has like autism. He's just kind of nice.
Kind of.
You see a guy like Seth, and it's just like, oh, he's very nice to me. But then I feel like if you like said gay on a podcast, he would just, our 20 years of friendship means fucking nothing to me. Like he'd throw you under the bus.
Yeah, for sure.
For liberal talking.
I really don't think there's any one kind of guy that is it's a bunch of different kinds of. It's like I
like thinking in monoliths and generalizing people.
I still can't, because it's like I can't tell still when someone is being a snake and sucking up until they do it.
Until they snake you.
I'm too if there was one kind of guy, I would watch out for them, like, because there's been guys who were dickheads to me coming up, and then once they made it, they were still dickheads. And there's people that were nice coming up, and then they made it and they were dickheads. And then
I think there's a way.
And there's people who are just like whatever, and then they kept being whatever or nice.
There's a way to climb and still give people the time of day.
Yeah, Canadians do it. Graham K's like that. Graham K is like very nice.
Midwesterners are good at it too. Like John Kennedy and I like moved here at the same time, and he's opening for all the big people.
Ryan Long's really nice.
Yeah.
And so is Danny. It's because I think Canadians, it's in their culture to just not to be nice, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do so many people just not possess this ability to just be a nice person?
But
it costs you nothing.
We're filled with insane people. This is like their dreams we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks like a spot at like even the Room 52.
Yeah.
Everybody
is gonna like make their career.
I'm telling you,
and
it's an epidemic. Girl brain has taken over this industry. Every fucking person thinks like a fucking jealous chick at a dinner party.
Well, it's because
they do. You should see the DMs I get from people booking. Like I could just get screenshots being like, "Can you believe this guy?" And it's just like, "Hey, so I'm free here. I'd really love to do like demands and like all this insane shit."
Yeah, I'm always like super nice. I give them mashallah on the like booking request, and then I'm just like, hey, thanks if you have a spot for me. It's like
you have to ask, but you can't be annoying and pester.
You can't be annoying and pester, but it's just
take a hint.
It is just like you send a DM,
but there are
and if it doesn't get answered, it doesn't get answered. So what? You're better than everybody they're gonna end up booking on the show. Anyways.
Yeah, well that doesn't matter. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
So here's a text exchange. This guy does like, I guess he like makes a podcast where he talks about different kinds of guys in art scenes, and he said he has a podcast and he says, over the past year and a half, I've said that certain guys are needlessly combative. Guitar guys, grilling guys, and comic book guys. Stand-up comedy guys are the meanest people on the planet. It's so stupid. and then Dalton replied, and he was like, it's like that up and down the ladder. Feels like you're in some pussified version of Game of Thrones where you never know where you stand with anyone, and everyone is at each other's throats trying to get booked for low-paying or unpaid spots at comedy clubs. And Jake Flores hopped in and replied, bro, you are the guy he's talking about.
Shut up, Jake.
And Dalton got mad, and then I told him, just tell him, please don't be mean to me. And so Dalton responded, please don't mean to me.
No. This is what Dalton needs to do. There's a screenshot circulating around. And I don't think you should be mean to Jake. You just need to ignore him because he's a broken man. Like, that's been ruined by himself, but also, the industry. But there's that shot of him doing like stand up in a laundromat to like 4 trans people. Just repost that.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Well, that doesn't seem to hurt him. People have posted his revenge porn at him 100 times, and it doesn't hurt him.
It does. It hurts anybody that has like a.
No, I think Jake is so mentally ill that it does not. I think it does not hurt him.
He has revenge porn.
Yeah, dude. There's a picture of him getting his fucking nuts like nailed to a board. There's a full porn of him like doing like a sub dominant porn, but he's the sub. He gets like fucked.
What?
Yeah, or he sucks a dildo, I think.
And this guy like glows at other people.
Yep.
Why? What is he?
I think he deep down has a humiliation fetish.
No shit.
So that's why he gets so publicly owned constantly.
Well, there's an account called like Danny German.
Yeah.
Where it spells the boop guy or the boop man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's run by. You're gonna need to censor this part, but I'll just tell you guys. Yeah. It's run by this guy in Austin that used to be friends with Mullen.
Yeah, I know. I know
Norman
who it is.
Wilkerson.
Yeah, I heard that.
And yeah.
I'm just waving my hand so I know when to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, this guy, like, that's the guy who's like dug up all this stuff. There's
a rumor. Is he like an old guy too?
He's like in his 40s now. Yeah.
That's not that old.
All of our stuff's gonna be online at some point. Everything that you're posting that you think no one's gonna see, it's all coming out, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I don't.
Especially with AI searches, it's gonna be so easy to just like in seconds.
I mean, Shane had a TMZ article about him saying the N-word on Compound Media like 2 months ago, and it didn't seem to make a difference at all. So, does it really matter? As long if you've the hard part is making it. Honestly,
I wouldn't care if someone.
Hard. Once you're on the other side of the threshold, it's easy because if you can hoop, people will.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm trying to. That's why I bought 2 different pairs of basketball shoes that I have yet to use.
Yeah. Well, hooping transcends the court.
I got $15 KD sneakers off eBay. My friend Nick was like, "Do you know how many black people have probably been in those shoes?" I was like, "That's a good point. I don't care," because it was off a foster care eBay thing.